a man living on the edge, balancing two worlds, one full of crime and another filled with secrets he feeds to the police. For 7 long years, Danny Boy Kane tiptoed along this tightrope, infiltrating one of the most dangerous biker gangs on the planet, the Hells Angels. Trust us, you won't want to miss a second as we dive deep into the life of this undercover informant, uncovering layers of deceit, crime, and unparalleled courage. Keep watching. Danny Kane grew up in a comfortable home, surrounded by relatives who cared for him. He attended private schools and went on family trips that most people only dream of. Yet, despite these privileges, he always felt a sense of emptiness. He yearned for something more, something that would give him a sense of recognition and accomplishment. This emptiness led him to the thrilling yet dangerous world of biker gangs in Quebec. As a teenager, Danny was lured by the sense of brotherhood, the allure of the open road, and the renegade lifestyle the biker culture promised. Unlike his classmates, who were focused on academics and future careers, Danny was captivated by the rumble of motorcycle engines and the freedom they symbolized. He started to drift away from his family and friends, fascinated by the mystique of leather jackets, tattoos, and the sense of power that came with being part of something bigger than himself. This decision marked the start of his perilous journey. Far from the sheltered life he had known, he willingly stepped into a realm where danger and criminal activities were the norm. Yet he felt more alive than ever. The irony was, the very place he went to find recognition and identity turned out to be a maze with no easy exit, pulling him deeper into a life of risk and moral compromises. Danny Kane quickly found out that being a criminal wasn't as glorious as he'd thought. Arrests, close calls with rival gangs, and the constant fear of betrayal made him question his choices. Just when he was feeling stuck, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, or RCMP, saw an opportunity. They approached Danny with an offer to switch sides and become an informant. It was a risky move. Getting caught could mean certain death. However, the appeal of revenge against a gang that had never fully accepted him was too strong to resist. The RCMP trained him, teaching him how to gather intelligence without raising suspicion. Danny took on this new role with the same fervor he had once applied to his criminal activities. Armed with wiretaps and secret codes, he was the RCMP's inside man, feeding them vital information that led to multiple arrests and drug busts. The stakes were sky high, and every meeting could have been his last. Yet, the thrill of working undercover, of being someone who mattered, gave him a newfound sense of purpose. He was no longer just a frustrated gang member. He was now a crucial player in a high-stakes battle between law and disorder. In the intricate world of the Hells Angels, Danny found himself at the lowest rung of the ladder. Often referred to as a hang-around, he was far from the inner circle he had once aspired to join. Initially, Danny performed menial tasks for the gang, transporting drugs, guarding high-ranking members, and doing whatever dirty work was needed. His ambition and thirst for recognition were sky-high, but the hierarchy within the gang was rigid and impenetrable. Soon enough, Danny came to realize that the glamour and bravado often associated with being a Hells Angel were nothing more than a facade. Behind the scenes, there was brutal violence, strict rules, and a code of silence that was suffocating. Still, Danny committed himself wholeheartedly to his dual roles, an aspiring gang member on one hand and a vital police informant on the other. What ate at him the most was not his low status, but the feeling that he was stuck in a loop, endlessly vying for a promotion that seemed like it would never come. This sense of going nowhere fast began to fuel his resolve as an informant. It gave him a renewed urgency to collect information for the RCMP, in hopes that his covert work could lead to bigger takedowns of the gang he had grown to despise. The irony was Danny's lack of advancement in the gang gave him an unusual vantage point. He was not important enough to be closely watched, but just involved enough to access valuable information. It was a precarious balance, and each day came with the weight of knowing that one small slip could be his last. Danny's world was fraught with peril at every turn, yet amidst the chaos and threats, he found solace in unexpected places. His secret life as a bisexual man added layers of complexity to his already convoluted existence. The biker world was not known for its acceptance, and Danny had to tread carefully, guarding this part of his identity with the same fervor he did his informant status. It was during this time he met Aimé Simard, a man with his own set of secrets. Both entrenched in crime, their bond went beyond mere companionship. They were partners in a dance of danger, where every step had consequences. As Danny moved deeper into the realm of the Hell's Angels, Aimé was right there with him, a reminder of the vulnerabilities and connections they both shared. Their love story, however, was not one for the faint-hearted. With secrets as their constant companions, trusts became a luxury neither could afford. And when Aimé also turned informant, the stakes soared. Each day became a test to their will to survive, even as the shadow of betrayal lurked around them. Their intricate relationship was a maze, with love and danger intertwining at every twist and turn. The perilous journey of Danny Kaye came to an abrupt halt in the summer of 2000. He was found dead in his Montreal home, leaving behind a slew of questions with no easy answers. Was he exposed by someone inside the Hell's Angels, or did the weight of his double life become too unbearable? Although we may never know the full story, his death sent shockwaves through both the criminal underworld and law enforcement agencies. Interestingly, Danny's passing also forced a reevaluation of the tactics used by the RCMP in using informants, highlighting the dangers these individuals face when leading double lives. As much as his life was shrouded in secrecy, Danny's legacy remained a topic of debate. For some, he's a fallen hero who put his life on the line to bring down criminals. For others, he's a cautionary tale of what can go terribly wrong when someone tries to serve two masters. The mystery surrounding his final moments adds yet another layer to his already complex story. While his contributions to the RCMP cannot be dismissed, the truth remains that Danny Kaye lived on the edge, facing constant threats and betrayals. In the end, this precarious balance toppled, and the story of Danny Kaye came to a tragic and irrevocable end. If you liked hearing about Danny's wild life, we've got more amazing stories for you. Don't miss out! Click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell so you'll know when we post new videos. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to share more incredible tales with you. See you soon!